Hello everyone, right here I have a 2019 Proton Persona 1.6 Standard. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The second generation Persona uses a rack and pinion electric power steering system. The standard trim's steering wheel has sport grips at 10 and 2. The 1.6-litre engine in the Persona comes with a choice of two transmissions, a 5-speed manual or this car's CVT. A CVT is also known in full as a continuously variable transmission. It is basically an automatic transmission with an infinite amount of gear ratios. A CVT aims to give better fuel efficiency and a smoother drive over a regular automatic transmission. This transmission features a low gear mode. Front and rear parking sensors are standard across the range. Standard safety features for the Persona Standard include 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability control, traction control, hill hold assist, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer two rear seats. 15-inch 8 twin-spoke silver alloy rims are standard on the facelifted Persona Standard. This car rides on Silverstone Cruiser 1 NS800 185/55R15 tyres. Ventilated disc brakes and drum brakes are found front and rear respectively. The suspension is McPherson struts in front and a rear torsion beam setup. Proton has been producing the Persona Saloon since 2007. The first generation Persona, on sale between 2007 and 2016, is a C-segment vehicle based on the Gen 2 hatchback. Meanwhile, the second generation Persona is a B-segment vehicle based on the Iris hatchback. The second generation Persona debuted in August 2016, while the facelifted version went on sale in April 2019. Exterior changes on the facelift include new bumpers front and rear, a new front grille, a revised boot lid with Proton spelled out in full, and a new alloy rim design. For the facelifted interior, it gets 2 new head units, new interior items, and a new instrument cluster. The first 2 items are dependent on the trim level. This Persona is powered by the S4PH, 1.6-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 petrol engine. This engine is equipped with variable valve timing and multi-point fuel injection. It produces 107 horsepower at 5,750 rpm and 150 Nm of torque at 4,000 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 10.9 seconds, while the top speed is 170 km per hour. With a 40-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the Persona 1.6 CVT is 6.1 litres per 100 km. The Persona is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the facelifted Persona Standard include halogen reflector headlights, rear fog light, indicators on the side mirrors, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, and a rear spoiler. speaker, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, while the driver's side is the only side that gets an automatic down function. Window lock, storage, hold this lever to release the fuel door, and the driver's seat in this Persona Standard does get full manual adjustments. This lever adjusts the seat back, this lever adjusts the seat height, while this bar down here adjusts the seat position. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. Very simple air conditioning controls, fan speed, recirculation, temperature, air conditioning, different modes, as well as front and rear defrost. Storage, more storage down here, together with a power outlet and a USB port. And below the head unit, traction control, electronic central locking, and parking sensors. This Persona comes with an aftermarket Android touchscreen head unit. The system features various media connectivity options and navigation. Sound is provided by 2 speakers. The stock sound system that the Persona uses is actually not that bad. We are currently in the Bluetooth music menu. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song title, the album and artist will show up here if present, and down below you can look at your Bluetooth telephone keypad, contacts, call lists, bring up your music menu, pair a device, and bring up your Bluetooth settings. And right here we are in the main menu. You can bring up Bluetooth by pressing this button. This one goes to your music menu, digital speedometer. You can select radio, settings, and video. To the left, you can bring up your head unit settings, sound settings, system information, factory settings, car settings, Android settings, and all that. Under Android settings, you have your various Android options, Wi-Fi, display, storage, security, so on and so forth. To go back to the home menu, just hit the home button. In the middle, you can bring up your apps. You even have YouTube, and you can access the Google Play Store right here. But you can also have your Google Maps, calendar, so on and so forth. And down below, navigation. If you swipe from the top down, you can bring up your notifications. You can bring up your settings as well. To the left, from top to bottom, power, home, return, and volume buttons. Front quarter windows. Wiper controls. If you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can go between mileage, trip A, and trip B. To go through the multi-information display, use this button right here. Currently, range, elapsed time, average speed, service indicator, average fuel consumption, and back to the range. Light and indicator controls. And the steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Cup holders right here and right here, storage, and a couple of USB ports for charging. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and the driver does get a sun visor. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Bottle holder, window control, I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. and I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually quite nice and spacious back here. The seats are fairly nice and comfortable. On the front seat backs are cutouts that help with additional legroom. And right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles. Cabin light. To open up the boot lid, go towards the boot lid itself and locate a touchpad just above the number plate. Boot space in the Persona is 510 liters. On the top of the boot is a light. Under the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tire, toolkit, and jack. The rear doors in the Persona do open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry into and exit from the rear seats. Adjustable headrests for the front only. The rear headrests are built into the seat. Window control, storage, bottle holder, speaker, and the front passenger seat in this Persona does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, just that this side loses out on the height adjustment. Nicely sized glove box, storage hook, grip handle for the front passenger, and the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2019 Proton Persona 1.6 Standard. Thanks for watching and goodbye.